couple of things we're going to talk about today. First of all, we got a couple of definitions, okay? So, oops, I need to make that bigger. Oh, wow. There's all sorts of stuff going on there. Okay, let's do this. Not working. Don't like it. Don't like it. What in the world? Oh, well, okay, there we go. Back to that one. Oh, there it is. All right, let's try this again. All right, there we go. It'd be helpful if I didn't type so fast, huh? Let's talk about variable. Okay, a variable is a letter or symbol that represents a number or value. Okay. Now, next one you talk about is variable expression. Okay, a variable expression is a variable with some type of mathematical operation done to it. Okay. Next one you'll see a lot, is evaluate. Okay, evaluate is the process of substitution and simplifying. It's not going to like that a bit. That's why, because I misspelled it. Okay. All right. Now, here's what we're talking about today. Okay, we're going to talk about really variable expressions. Okay, for example, a variable expression is like x plus 14. Okay, or y minus 5. Okay, or t over 3. Okay, those are all types of variable expressions. They have a variable with them, and they have some type of mathematical operation done to it. Now, one that you're going to see a lot, not necessarily in this lesson, but in future lessons, is like 7R. I'll make that a W. 7W. Okay, this means multiplication. Okay, it is the same thing as 7 times W, like that. Those are both the same. They're equivalent to each other. Okay, so those are all expressions of those are all examples of variable expressions. Okay? We're going to have, basically what we're going to talk about today is evaluating variable expressions. Okay? We're going to talk about, besides evaluating variable expressions, we're also going to talk about evaluating variable expressions with two variables. Okay, so those are basically the two objectives today, is evaluating variable expressions. They're going to have addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division in them, and then evaluating variable expressions with two variables in it. Okay, so let's look at some examples of the first one, evaluating variable expressions. Let's say I have x plus 14 when x equals 8. Okay, so give me the equivalent expression that I could use for that. In other words, x plus 14 and x is equal to 8. What else? How could I write that if I know x is equal to 8? Nicole? Very good. 8 plus 14. The 8 plus 14 okay, all I did is I plugged that 8 in for the x. Okay, we substituted the 8 for the x. Okay, we substituted the 8 for the x. Okay, now we need to simplify 8 plus 14. Well, obviously, what is 8 plus 14? 22. So my answer is 22. Okay? These two processes, this here and this here, okay, those two processes, the two together represent evaluate. Okay, the process is substituting in the 8 for the x and then simplifying it. Okay, that's the process. Okay, any questions over that before I move on? Okay, let's look at this one. Yes, Copeland? No, not really. It's just simplifying, basically. All right, let's look at this one. 6 over s when s is equal to 3. Okay, so what's going to be my new expression? If I have 6 over s when s is equal to 3, what's the new expression? Madison? 6 over 3. Now, somebody tell me what operation is that? Holy cow. Hit the wrong button. What kind of expression is that? What mathematical operation am I doing? Nicole? No? Divide. Yes, we're dividing. So we're taking 3 and dividing it into 6. So that looks like this. 3 into 6. Okay, goes 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. Remainder 0. Okay, so the answer is 2. Okay, to go from here to here, we substituted. Okay, to go from there to there, we simplified. So this was substitution. This was simplify. Okay, the two together means evaluate. Okay, so let's look at this one. Let's say we had 8b. When b, not 8, when b equals 9. Okay, so Haley, what's the next expression? Yes, 8 times 9. So I go 8 times 9. Okay, and what is 8 times 9? 72. Okay, easy stuff. All right, but this whole process to go from here to here is evaluate. I'm really hitting that because you're going to see that word a bunch, especially in the next 2 or 3 chapters. Okay, you're going to see it all year, but in the next 2 or 3 chapters, it's like we're going to see it every single day. Okay, so you got to know what evaluate means, because I don't want you to raise your hand and go, "What's evaluate?" Okay, evaluate means we're taking some type of expression and taking it down to its lowest terms. Okay? All right, now, let's look at one that has a subtraction. Let's go with 24 minus x when x is equal to 15. Okay? So what's my expression? What's my next expression? Copeland. Yes, 24 minus 15. Okay, so there's our substitution. All right, there's our substitution. And on your homework, you don't have to write the word substitution or simplify. I'm just, like I said, trying to make sure you understand the process. What's next? What's the answer to that? 9. That is correct. Okay? So, now, you do have to write the original problem on these. Okay? So, for example, that's number 22. Okay? So that's what number 22 needs to look like, with the exception of the substitution word. Okay? You need to write the original problem, change it over, and then simplify it. If you don't do all that, it's going to be wrong. Okay? Now, let's look at ones with 2 variables. For example, so we're going to evaluate variable expressions not expression, with 2 variables. Okay, so for example, P minus M. Right? Obviously, if we don't know what P and the letter M are, we can't simplify this, but we do. In the directions, they say is P is equal to 25 and M is equal to 13. Okay, so what's my new expression? 25 minus 13. Good. Okay, so there's your substitution. What is 25 minus 13? Huh? 12. Okay? That's problem 26. So that's how you would look and do 26. Okay, exactly like that. All right, what if I had this? This is problem number 31. MX. Okay, and in our directions they say x is equal to 3. So what's my new expression? If I have MX, they want me to evaluate, and M is equal to 13 and X is equal to 3. Haley Perez. What? Three. No. What? Thank you. 3 times 13. Or 13 times 3. Same thing. Okay? Same problem. Okay? So now we're just going to multiply 3 times 13 or 13 times 3. What is 13 times 3? 39. Okay? That's how it's got to look. Okay, it's got to look that way. All right, now, let's look at one. Yeah, there's the last one I'll look at. 32. 32 says X over Y. Oops, nope, my bad. Y over X. Okay, what's my new expression? Do we know? Did I have given you a Y yet? No, Y is equal to 9. So Y is equal to 9. 9 divided by 13? Or 13 divided by 9? Are you sure? What? So, tell me as a fraction, what is it? What? 9 over 3, yeah. You said it was right. You said what you said was right. I just wanted it expressed as it was expressed there. So that means, once again, remember, bottom number into top number. That's how it looks. Okay, so what is that? 3. That's your answer. No, M is 13, not X or Y. Yeah. It's Y over X, not M over X. Okay? Now, we got two choices, and I'm going to let you decide. Okay? I can go ahead and turn you loose on your homework, or we can do a few examples on the board, then turn you loose on your homework. What's your decision? Homework? Okay. All right, your homework is this then. I'll be around to help you out. I'd personally rather you do it that way so I can help you wherever you need help. Let's see here. Now, as you will notice, I'm not giving you as many homework assignments as number of problems that I gave you last year. So reward me with doing well on your test when we have our test. I'll keep doing that. Okay, if you can show me that you learned the material with less number of problems, I'll be glad to do that for you. Okay. Now this one, let's see here. We're going to go 1.2, not 3. Sorry, I'm doing 5 different classes, and they're all on 5 different sections, so I get confused sometimes. I guess it's old age. What? I don't give you page numbers. Yeah. All right, 14 through 24. So that's 11 problems. And then 26 through 35. Through 35. Okay? Now, we still got almost 25 minutes left in class. All right, now you must write the original problem on all problems. Okay? I know that's a little extra time, but we've got to get in the habit of doing that. Remember, put your answers, Copeland, put your answers underneath the problem, not beside it. And remember, no ink. We never do homework in pen. Okay? It's always in pencil. So get started.